Well, hope you're staying warm on this cold Saturday evening. A post 10 o'clock show on KNWA. Just thought I'd hop on, give you a quick update because the weather pattern is looking pretty active the next couple of days. And we are expecting some dangerous cold temperatures with snow chances coming up. So the snow beginning late morning tomorrow. If you have plans tomorrow, you might want to rethink them because tomorrow isn't looking the best. So for the headlines, we've got the very dangerous cold beginning tonight already. Very cold for us. And the snow chances move in Sunday into Monday. We already have a winter storm warning that is in effect for us for the pink. So tomorrow, even seeing the potential for some heavy snow, 2 to 4 inches, look common across the area. We might even see some higher totals. So we're going to have to watch for tomorrow. Might even see some heavier snow bands and blowing snow possible. It will stay breezy tomorrow. So tomorrow's not looking like the best of days, and it will stay very cold tomorrow. The highs will only be in around the upper single digits. So it's going to be very cold tomorrow for sure. And here's a view right now. This is looking in Rogers, our brand new Pinnacle Parkway's tower. Not frozen yet, but that might be changing. And you can see some traffic, and I hope their batteries are in good shape, because if they're not, their cars might not be starting. And right now, single digits across the area. Here's the current air temperature. Fayetteville is 9, and Rogers is at 6 degrees. Fort Smith, even well below freezing. So the whole area is well below the freezing mark. Why is Benton County left out of the warning? Yeah, they're in the winter weather advisory. So even for Benton County, the National Weather Service just chose to include them in the winter weather advisory. They're still expecting some winter weather tomorrow. Maybe not 2 to 4 inches, maybe up to 3 inches possible tomorrow, but just doesn't have the criteria to have the winter storm warning tomorrow in Benton County. But still, they might see it. So a lot of uncertainties with this system. It is moving in quick, and I'll show you where it is in just a second. Currently, it is still pretty far away. The winds have not yet died down, and they won't as we go throughout the overnight hours. You can see a steady northwest wind. Getting some comments about when will the snow start. Going to get to that in just a minute. I'm thinking late morning tomorrow is when the snow is going to be starting. So we have the northwest breeze, and with the wind, here's the current wind chill. Fayetteville, it feels like -6 degrees. Bentonville feels like -12. So pretty much all of northwest Arkansas feels like it is sub-zero. So your heater is going to get a workout tonight for sure. And these temperatures are dangerous. So frostbite, hypothermia, going to be real concerns here. So if you're going to be outside, definitely cover up, have the gloves on, the hat on. The trouble spots like the ears, fingertips, frostbite is a real factor here. Check out those lows tomorrow morning. So we should be dipping down to below zero, the air temperature tomorrow. And check out during the afternoon, really not getting all that much warmer. We're going to be in the single digits as we go throughout the day, hovering around maybe 8 or 9 degrees. And check out the precipitation chances, 90%. And yeah, that is going to be frozen for sure. Future track wind chills shows us getting down to -20 degrees tonight. And even beyond tonight, tomorrow afternoon, wind chills around -10 to maybe -15. And then we're going to be getting down into the -20 degree range yet again. So Heather, thank you for that comment. Bring your pets in. Yeah, you don't want to have your pets outside. These temperatures are very dangerous. And even check on your neighbors. If you have elderly neighbors, if you have at-risk neighbors, check in on them, because if their heater goes out, temperatures this cold can be deadly. So definitely not taking this storm system lightly. We have a wind chill advisory from right now. So right now we're under a wind chill advisory, and in the area that's kind of cropped out of the wind chill advisory in our northeastern counties, that is a wind chill warning. So wind chills tonight as low as -20. And we can look right now. It is looking pretty quiet. Getting some comments. When is this going to end? When will it get warmer? Well, not in this 7-day forecast, because I forecasted all the way through next Saturday, and it is definitely staying unseasonably cold for sure. So Brandon said the summertime. Yeah, um, probably the spring, but it's still going to be pretty cold. So right now, clear skies overhead, and as we expand the view, you can see that little cold front that passed through Arkansas during the day. Behind that, that is that really cold air, high pressure moving in. So the cold air is there, and we have some energy moving in. So check out the northwest of the United States, seeing some snow across the Rocky Mountains. You can see the spin in the atmosphere. You see Oregon, that little spin in the atmosphere right there. That is the energy that's going to move in tomorrow. And that is going to give us a chance for snow. We can see the vorticity showing all of that energy making its way in. And notice how when it gets over us, it becomes less of a circulation, more of an elongated wave. And because of that, the snow chances are going to continue Sunday, Monday, maybe even into Tuesday morning. Very hard to pinpoint the exact time frame of the heaviest snow because the energy is pretty subtle, and the models don't usually do a good job with the energy like this. So just looking at the comments, getting some comments. 4 inches is heavy. Yeah, 4 inches is heavy for this part of the country. Fake punt. Yeah, we had that fake punt a few days ago, and I'm pretty confident in the snow tomorrow. So we can see the vorticity moving in and kind of streaming across the area. So here's a future track tonight, looking dry. You can see that cold air moving in. So tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. is going to be dry. It is going to be cold and breezy. Those morning lows below zero, the wind chill factor as low as -20. And cloud cover increases late morning. Check out the snow moving in. So late morning, going to be seeing the snow potential really ramping up, really peaking during the afternoon. So here's Sunday, 3 p.m. Check out the highs, really only in the single digits throughout the whole day. And lingering into the late afternoon and evening, I think the snow chances do wane tomorrow evening into the overnight hours, but still there will be that potential for, like you saw, all that energy moving in, all that subtle energy. The models in the National Weather Service think that another swath of snow is going to be affecting central Arkansas Monday morning. So you can see the blue down there at 9 a.m. and continuing into Monday afternoon, and even as far north as northwest Arkansas, we still might see a few snow showers Monday, and then maybe even into Tuesday morning. So, yeah, the system overperformed in Oregon. So, what are the chances it does the same here? Jacob, thank you for that comment. I didn't really get a chance to observe it in Oregon all that much. I was just so busy today doing articles and social media posts. But if it overperformed there, you saw that circulation that was very tight. It's definitely going to weaken as it moves closer to us. But you saw all that energy, so it definitely could overperform. And my thinking here with the snowfall totals is it's going to be so cold, so the snow ratios are going to be so high. The models usually don't do a good job with the high snowfall ratios. So I think we could see this storm system overperforming. So here are these snowfall chances really peaking tomorrow afternoon. So if you're going to be out tomorrow, out at church, I know some services have been canceled, and that's because of the cold. And then we got the snow chances moving in late morning, early afternoon. So you might want to rethink morning plans tomorrow, especially because of that cold air. It's just going to be dangerously cold. And not every day it gets this cold in Arkansas. And then got the snow chances really peaking during the afternoon and then decreasing during the evening, but still lingering all the way through Monday and maybe even into Tuesday morning. So here's the snow map that I made. So I'm kind of thinking 2 to 4 inches look common across the area. So again, this snow map is Sunday into Monday, January 14th into January 15th. I think 2 to 4 inches look common. The higher terrain areas in northwest Arkansas, the Boston Mountains, might see a little bit more. And there might be a band that sets up and just makes these a lot higher. And definitely central Arkansas, Little Rock area, further east. Um, that snow will fill in Monday. So um, for Northwest Arkansas, the snowfall totals mainly Sunday, and the snowfall totals in Central Arkansas mainly Monday. So yeah, Bentonville, thinking two to four, maybe on the lower end of that range. But still, this system has the potential to overperform. So that's what I'm thinking for Bentonville. What do you think the water to snow ratio will be? Thinking more of a dry snow or wet snow? Chris, great question. And definitely going to be the dry snow. There's going to be a high snow ratio. And that's because it's so cold. So it's not going to be good snowball snow. It's not going to be good snowman snow. It is definitely going to be a high snow ratio. What's the most likely snow ratio tomorrow? 10 to 1 question mark. It's going to be more like 20 to 1. So the liquid equivalent precip is really only going to be like 0.3 inches, but that equates to 6 inches of snow. Um, so yeah, not a whole lot of moisture coming in. How confident are we in overperformance? I'm confident because the models, you saw the energy was very subtle. The models don't usually do a good job with that subtle energy, and they don't do a good job with these high snow ratios. So I'm thinking it's going to be more like 20 to 1 snow ratio. So we definitely could see um, a overperformance of this system. Give me some questions about some specific places. So yeah. Here's the map. So the higher terrain areas, four to six, and just two to four look common tomorrow, but it definitely has the potential to overperform for sure. And with the snow potential, I think one of the bigger stories is the cold. It's not just going to be cold tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be hanging on. Check out those morning lows, well below freezing Tuesday, and then Monday and Wednesday around zero. So it's going to be extremely cold, and the winds are not going to die down. So we're going to be seeing some dangerous wind chills. We have a wind chill watch Sunday at noon all the way through Tuesday at noon. So each night from tonight through Monday night, the wind chill is going to be as low as -6. I mean, -20 degrees. Sorry, yeah. So tonight through Monday night, the wind chill as low as -20. I was reading some snowfall comments. Is it possible to get 4 to 6 around Siloam area? And can we get snow Sunday night into Monday, like Central Arkansas? Um, Great question. First, is it possible? Yeah, I think it's possible to get 4 to 6 inches. This system could definitely overperform. And as far as snow Sunday night into Monday, we could get a few showers. Not expecting heavy, widespread snow like Central Arkansas, but we could get some. I can go back to that future track and show you that. So I just showed you one model. I just showed you our in-house IBM graph model. We have some more models to look at. So, yeah, here's the wind chill watch. What else do we have here? Here is tonight. So tonight, -2 to 5 is that low. Wind chill as low as -20. Here's tomorrow's forecast. Cold and breezy with the heavy snow possible. The highs only 8 degrees to 17 degrees. I don't know. I think this storm system, I think we're going to be seeing the snow tomorrow. Eric, yes, it is definitely already cold. Yeah, sure is feeling cold. And here's that 7 day. Just in case you missed the newscast tonight, I can give you a look at that 7 day. Good news is Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So most people are going to be off from school, hopefully, so don't have to worry about the icy roads. I think travel conditions will be an issue here because as the snow gets compacted, the friction could see like a thin layer of the snow and potential ice on the roadways all the way through tomorrow afternoon through Tuesday morning, even into Tuesday afternoon. The sun should finally come out Tuesday afternoon. But as you can see, it will not warm up all that much. The highs only in the teens, finally above freezing Wednesday, and then another Arctic front moves in late week. And that's far out. We might even see some wintry precip with that front. Here's the River Valley, not much warmer, creeping above freezing Wednesday, and the morning lows just suffering all the way throughout this forecast stretch. So definitely an active and winter-like forecast for sure. So if you're just joining the live, I'm doing this live stream because right now it is dangerously cold, and it's all ahead of snow chances moving in tomorrow. And we might even see some heavy snow. Just looking at some comments. Can go back to weather one, and just in case you just joined, here are a couple of models we have. Getting some questions. How's Dan doing? Yeah, Dan is doing better. He sounds better. Dan's a trooper. He was not feeling the best. On oh well, what day is it? It's been very, very active. Thursday. Yeah, but I'm doing better now. So here are a couple models that we have in-house that we can look at. This is the 3-day snowfall total. Okay, we got another good question. New to Arkansas as well, how prepared is the state of Arkansas for snow plowing and pre-treat process? Well, I grew up in Connecticut, and they did a fantastic job with the roads. It was just amazing. And I've also lived in Texas, where they did not, where let's just say they did a subpar job with the roads, especially the highways were better, but the roads around town, they didn't really do much, if anything at all. Arkansas, they'll do something, but there'll still be some icy conditions. I'm not sure if you were here on Friday morning. We had some icy areas. And yeah, I think that travel conditions definitely going to be impacted. Beginning tomorrow and continuing all the way through Tuesday. I think once that the sun really does a good job of drying out the roads, because the pavement is usually black, and it just attracts all that sunlight and really does a good job of drying them out. But it's going to be staying pretty cloudy and snowy and very, very cold through Tuesday morning. So I think that travel conditions will suffer tomorrow afternoon through Tuesday morning. Makes no sense, since we get above freezing temperatures, we can get more snow, but when we are below freezing, we get less snow, it seems. Well, when we're colder, the capacity for the air to hold water is a lot less. So usually these bitterly cold snow events, the water vapor in the atmosphere isn't going to be as high. So the liquid equivalent for this storm system only going to be less than a half inch. But with the snow ratios 20 to 1, we're going to be seeing snowfall totals, maybe localized areas up to 8 inches. But I think that is the absolute maximum, 8 inches. So we got the graph model. Here's a model. I think this model has been doing a pretty decent job with the snowfall totals. So it's looking like 2 to 4 inches common across northwest Arkansas. Towards central Arkansas, a little bit higher totals like Little Rock areas, on into western Tennessee, western Mississippi. They can see some higher totals from this snowfall event. Here's the graph model. European model showing a little bit less, but keep in mind the European model is a lower resolution model. Marshall Wallace, what was the ratio in 2011? I'm not sure about that system. Dan would definitely know about that. He was here back in 2011. GFS is showing a little bit higher totals, and especially across central Arkansas. The NAM model has always shown higher totals. Yeah, the NAM model yesterday was showing 8 inches of snow in some areas, and now it's kind of downgraded a little bit, around 6 inches. Now, one thing about the NAM model is that the NAM model does a good job with the Arctic air masses, the shallow air masses. So I like the NAM. When we get cold, when we get these cold fronts coming in, I usually look towards the NAM and see what it's doing. As far as timing for us, scoot over here. Here's the 2-day precipitation forecast. So we can see it going up tomorrow afternoon to 90% chance. So you can definitely expect snow tomorrow afternoon. Eric wants the NAM to be right. But Eric, isn't your favorite model the GFS model? I kind of want the NAM to be right too, just because they always assume it to be doing a good job for this type of situation. Now, keep in mind though, the last snow event or the snowfall event two snowfall events ago, the HRRR did a very good job. And let's look at that. It's been a while since I looked at that model. Let's see what that's doing. All right, here's the HRRR extended. We can look at the short term in just a bit. Yeah. All right. So as we go forward, tonight, dry. And tomorrow afternoon, here is that snow. Yeah, see, that's interesting. This model has the snowfall band that's a little bit heavier, a little bit further south. So again, I think that a band could set up where we could see some higher totals. Here's the snow map that I made. So I think, again, 2 to 4 inches common. But I think there will be a little area where there's going to be some higher totals. Now, I put 4 to 6 in the higher terrain areas of the Boston Mountains. That's usually where we see some higher totals. Nope, not enough snow, LOL. You thinking that's for the HRRR? You want HRRR to be wrong. Thunder snow, good question. Nope, not going to happen. No, I'm not going to see thunder snow with this event. Don't think so. Why? Not going to be any instability. It's just different type of system. If we were to get thunder snow, it would have been that Friday deal. But with this, not expecting a thunder snow. Larissa Copeland wants lots of snow. I like the profile picture. It's not gonna be good snowman making snow tomorrow, sadly. But if you like snowboarding, if you like skiing, gonna be good snowboarding snow. But temperatures might make you think twice about that. And I think snowfall totals is a big story, but if you ask me, I think the bigger story is the cold. 4 to 6 in our area, praying for 4 to 6 inches. I wouldn't mind 4 to 6. I wouldn't mind that because that means that my forecast would be pretty right. Yeah, good question. Power outages. Definitely a possibility. The winds will be staying breezy. And you see, it's not going to be the heavy wet snow. So usually you get the power outages when you have ice or the heavy wet snow. This will be the light, fluffy snow. So power outages, the risk is definitely there, but it's not as great as it could be if it was a wet, heavy snow. or the ice, because we're not expecting ice. We are expecting the light, fluffy snow. But I did mention ice. There is one area where there could be some icing, and it's in our far southern counties. Earlier during the afternoon, some of the models were picking up on that. Even the National Weather Service was hinting at it. They were hinting at some potential icing. And if we get icing, that would increase the power outage potential. So let's see what the models show now. So here's our graph model showing the snow moving in tomorrow afternoon, having a lull in the action during the evening and overnight, and then Monday in our southern counties might see some more. The HRRR is showing the snow moving in. Here is the short range HRRR right here. Let me get rid of some of these comments. Dan gave Thundersnow a 1% chance during his at-home live with Josh. LOL. Yeah, well, you don't want to rule it out completely, but that chance is very, very low. So yeah, I'll agree. 1% chance. It's hard to tell. Is Farmington in the 4 to 6 range? No, I put Farmington in the 2 to 4. I put Farmington in the 2 to 4 range. Yeah, it's close call. I think mainly in the higher terrain areas where we could get the 4 to 6. Think it's time to cancel a 10-year-old skate party tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. in Bentonville. Yes, cancel that. You do not want to be, even if it wasn't snowing, you would not want to be out there in the cold. I'd rather have snow versus cold. Yeah, I would rather have a low snowfall ratio event, so we can make some snowmen, have a snowball fight if you want. Do you think the weather issues will continue into Monday morning for the work commute? Yeah, and I'll tell you why, Haley, because I think that we're going to have some snow on the roads, and then as the cars drive over the snow, it gets compacted. The friction will kind of cause some melting, and then that will freeze. So definitely could see some issues Monday morning. Hope the miles are wrong and it just dumps on us here in NWA. Yeah, that would cause some. That would be something with all this cold weather and that snow. Yeah, if you asked a question and I didn't get to it, you can re-ask it because there's a lot of comments and I'm just trying to get through them all and trying to talk about the graphics. So if I missed your comments, I'm sorry about that. Any hope for higher accumulation in Tulsa? Yeah, definitely could be higher accumulation in Tulsa. We need snow like we had in February 2011. What happened back in February? I was living in Connecticut back in 2011. 2011 in Connecticut, we had quite the storm system. Pretty sure it snowed like 3 feet in a couple of days. 24 inches? Not going to get that much. Nope. Yeah, thankfully Monday is a holiday, so the kids should be, yeah, they should be out of school. Yeah, so here's the accumulations. Now, again, with the snowfall, it is going to be very cold. So let's take a look back at that. Let's see what it's doing right now. Go to our trusty, brand new Pinnacle Parkway Towers camera. Still, people on the roadways, and keep it in mind, if you have an old battery in your car, you might have to think about making sure it's charging correctly, because temperatures this cold. I had to help jump start someone the other day, and it was warmer than what it's going to be. So right now, Grove, that's the air temperature, -8 degrees. Fayetteville is at 9. Fort Smith, 17. And still breezy. Still breezy. So wind chills, wow. Look at the wind chill in Grove right now, -28 degrees. That is dangerously cold for sure. Fayetteville not quite there yet, but it might get down to below there. Tonight, forecasting temperatures below zero and with the wind as low as -20. So here's a computer model showing the forecasted wind chill values getting down to -20 tomorrow. So yeah, very cold weather is expected tonight, and it will continue. It will continue. We have the wind chill advisory right now through tomorrow at noon. Wind chill values as low as -20, and it will be staying cold too. Here are the forecasted future lows. Below zero for a couple of days. So Tuesday, -4. Wednesday, only 1 degrees. So the normal temperature for this time of year during the overnight will be 25. Yeah, Amanda. Yeah, great comment. No clouds right now to keep the warmth in. Yeah, so that's why we're cooling down so quickly. Here's a satellite radar picture, and it's been clear. This is a 6-hour loop, still clear right now. But as we expand the view, look at the Rocky Mountains. Look at all that energy from whoa, loud noise outside. From the Rocky Mountains all the way up into Oregon, Washington, all that energy that is going to be making its way in. Check out that spin in southeastern Oregon. That right there is the energy that's going to be making its way in. So all that, see how it gets elongated? So the energy becomes more subtle, and the miles have a hard time of picking up um, on what's going to happen on the snow, on the potential, on everything. So I'm pretty confident in the temperatures, but as far as the snowfall totals, still a little bit uncertain. Jesse just got home from work and hopped on. May I get a quick recap? Yes. Yeah. Was it cold out there, Jesse? I'm sure it was. Because temperatures, if you were just outside, if it felt cold, here's why. Here's why. It is in the single digits. Fayetteville is at 9 degrees. Grove is at -8 degrees. Corey, hello. Would you be surprised if the forecast for Russellville is calling for 3 to 6 inches and it just doesn't snow at all? I would be shocked if it did not snow at all. Definitely gonna snow. We went 90% chance of snow tomorrow, Corey. So yeah, I know classes at the University of Arkansas are starting next week. So hopefully everybody's back now, because you don't want to be traveling back tomorrow. No. Because it with the snow, it's just going to be breezy. The snow might be heavy at times. So visibilities might be reduced tomorrow with the breeze, with the snow falling. Road conditions is going to be brutally cold. Tomorrow, it's going to feel like we're in Canada, probably. So I would be shocked if it did not snow. If it did not snow, that would be embarrassing going on TV tomorrow. I would not know what to do. I would just be like, "Wow, I guess I was wrong." But I can be wrong, right? Is that okay? Jesse, 7, it is freezing. Yes, it is. And the air temperature is not the only thing that we have to worry about. It's the wind. The wind is making it feel even colder. So Northwest Arkansas, well below zero. Or yeah, well below zero. Fayetteville feels like -6. Bentonville feels like -12. And tonight we're going to be going down to below zero for those lows. And the wind chill factor should be getting down to as low as -20. Might even get a little bit lower. Yep, Eric is going to get a lot worse tonight. And here's what this again, this is a model. It's showing -20. And the models, I think they're handling this pretty well. But as far as the temperatures for Sunday and Monday night, I don't think they're doing a very good job handling them. Here's on Monday. I think cloud cover is going to hang around Monday morning, so it's not going to bottom out to below zero, but it should be around zero, and it will stay breezy. So wind chill is still potentially as low as -20 on Monday, and then check out Monday night into Tuesday morning. Whoa, let me get a pause point in there. I think this is the coldest nights of the week. See how the model is only going around zero? I think right here we're going to get down to -5, -6 in Northwest Arkansas, and the wind chill might even be, well, the wind chill isn't going to be as much of a factor Monday night. I think the winds will die down, but as the winds die down, the sky is clear. I think the air temperature will be around -5 and -6. Just reading some comments. Yeah. So Monday night is when we're going to be seeing, and there will be potentially a snowpack. And if there's a snowpack, it will be even colder. So it is definitely going to be cold. And keep in mind, temperature is this cold. Frostbite is a serious concern. It's not going to take long. I mean, everybody, I'm sure, is different, but it won't take long for frostbite to happen and temperatures this cold. So keep in mind, if you're going to be outside, if you have to be outside, I would wear a beanie hat. I'll wear a hat, cover up your ears, your fingertips, um, the tip of your nose, the trouble spots for frostbite, the areas where the circulation is not the best, and hypothermia. We have some winter weather safety graphics, and I can just get some of those up. What is a snowpack? Good question. A snowpack is when there's snow on the ground. So right now there's no snowpack. But if this comes to fruition, and if we get a widespread 2 to 4, localized 4 to 6, then and the snow is still on the ground, so the ground is white, and that will reflect the solar energy. So the sun is not going to do a very good job warming us up, and overnight, it's just it's not going to be as warm as what the models show, because the models aren't going to be doing a good job with that. Just looking at some questions. Can you recommend a weather source for information for this Fort Smith area? I found that I can't always trust weather apps. Well, I'll tell you what, Leslie. We have a weather app, and we update it every day, and you can download it. It's called the Your Weather Authority app. Here's the app that we update and look at. As far as other sources, the National Weather Service, they do a great job. Fort Smith is covered by Tulsa, so Tulsa area. Do you think school closures will be extended to Wednesday or Thursday? I think it's a possibility, especially with the cold air hanging out. I think it's definitely a possibility. Open the cabinets under all your sinks in bathrooms and kitchen to let hot air to get in to help them not freeze too. Yeah, Amanda, yeah, you've been having some great comments. That is a great tip right there. Yeah, as far as the pipes, the ones to worry about are the ones that are directly exposed to the outside air. So if your water heater is in the garage, some deal like that, and the pipes are just like out, you might want to check on that one. Um, how many inches of snow are we going to get? Are we going to have in Springdale? All right. Yeah, let's just do one last recap for those of you who are just joining. Um, let me give you one last recap of the Snowfall event. All right. So here's what we're doing live. We've got very dangerous cold beginning tonight, snow chances move in Sunday into Monday. So we have winter storm warning Sunday at noon through Monday at noon. Heavy snow looking possible. 2 to 4 inches look common across the area. So again, this is from tomorrow into Monday. And right now it's very cold. Yep. And here is that system. Notice the circulation in Oregon. That is what we're watching. Still pretty far away, but that will race in. And that energy will be the source of our snow. So here's a future track showing tonight, looking dry. Here's 7 a.m. Sunday, still mainly clear. And then here is a cloud cover increasing, not warming up all that much. Snow chances are back Sunday, late morning, peaking during the afternoon. And those highs will stay in the single digits for some areas. Snow chances continue throughout the afternoon. So definitely the time frame for the best chance of snow tomorrow during the afternoon. Notice snow chances still kind of creep back in, mainly across central Arkansas Monday, but still look at the River Valley, LaFleur, Scott County, maybe Logan County, maybe even getting as far north as Sequoia County. Might be seeing the potential for some more snow Monday. And then even lingering, maybe even into Tuesday morning. Here are the snowfall chances coming up, peaking tomorrow afternoon. Here is the snow map that I made. It is going to be, hopefully it pans out. 2 to 4 inches look common. 4 to 6 inches look to be the maximum. Higher totals towards our south. This is a 2-day snowfall map. So I think central Arkansas will get the bulk of the snow on Monday. Northwest Arkansas will get the bulk of the snow on Sunday. So, yep, there is the snowfall map. And here is the 7-day forecast. Just one last look at the 7-day forecast. Then I'm going to have to hop off unless we get any more questions because I got to do a few more duties of my shift, and they have to be done pretty soon. So I got to get those done. Alert day tomorrow. Is Tonytown 4 to 6 inches? Yeah, I think borderline. I think this is very, very borderline. It could definitely be 4 to 6 inches. Notice those morning lows. Again, the cold is going to be the big story with the snow. Very dangerous cold. I cannot stress it enough how dangerous the cold weather is going to be. And then a little bit warmer midweek, but another Arctic front moves in late week. So gonna be, I'll be there with you, the whole weather team. Dan, Josh, and Peyton, we're all going to be there to update you on what happens. What about Bella Vista? One last look at that snow map, and then we're going to be signing off. Here's a snow map. So 2 to 4 inches are common, with some areas maybe 4 to 6 inches of snow. So dangerous cold temperatures and snow chances. Might even see some heavy snow tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to finish up my duties for the shift, and I'll be back along with Dan tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good night. Stay warm and stay safe.